And good evening once again. Welcome to Red Devils Volleyball and Radio Troy Digital Sports. The 2019 high school volleyball season is here. This is the pregame show brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance with Kevin Shear. Tonight, the Red Devils play their first home game of the season after losing their opener just a couple of nights ago on the road at Pendleton Heights, 3-0. Meanwhile, Winchester losing their opener to a very good Cowan team, also by a final of 3-0. Jan Clark back in the booth with us here tonight. We're only here, I think, 5 times, at least the Red Devils 5 times this season. And if I'm thinking correctly, you play about 30-plus matches. That's a lot of matches on the road, not much home cooking.
Yeah, there's 5 home dual matches. In addition, there's the Richmond Invitational, which is near the end of the season, which will be 4 or 5 different teams. But just 5 dual matches. And last year, that reversed. We had all of those home games here.
Yeah.
And so next year, they'll be here. But it's tough to win on the road.
Going to have to balance that schedule out at some point. I think you kind of like to have 50-50 as much as you possibly can. Well, let's get your thoughts. The Red Devils opened up on the road against a sectional opponent. They lose to Pendleton by a final of 3-0. You were there. Give me your thoughts about what you saw in Richmond in their first match.
Well, we played a superior team, quite frankly. They were taller. They were deeper. They had more guns, and they were ready. Richmond they're going to be searching for a while to find the right combination, but as we were talking off the air, this is a very young team. I was mentioning the starting lineup at Pendleton for Richmond was 1 senior, 1 junior, and 4 sophomores. There's 8 sophomores on the varsity, and there's 9 more sophomores on the JV. That's 17 sophomores in the program. So that's a huge class, a huge class. In fact, I don't remember in memory Richmond's had a class that big. Yeah,
it's certainly been interesting to watch this as they continue to see players coming into this program younger and younger, and so the next couple of years could be very promising. I'll tell you what, though, but it's all about now, and let's talk about now. Red Devils had a hard time scoring a couple of nights ago. They don't have a lot of size. In fact, they may be one of the shorter teams you're going to see a Red Devil team have. So there's 2 things right now. If you don't have the size, sometimes it's kind of hard to score the points.
When you don't have the size, you've got to make up for it in other ways. You've got to be strong servers, and you've got to be able to receive those tough serves, pass to the front line, get good sets, and get as good as offense as you can out of your hitters. You don't have those tall girls that can really pound the ball straight down.
Yeah.
So you've got to be intelligent on where you hit the ball.
Yeah.
Down the lines or in the corners or whatever. And with sophomores, it takes a while to get that experience.
Yeah, varsity is a lot different, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah, you start playing a little varsity softball or baseball or basketball or volleyball, and those lights come on a night like tonight. You got to be ready to play. Tell you what, go ahead.
And last year, remember, I don't like that soft middle.
Yeah.
So we're going to be watching that tonight.
Was it soft on Monday?
They didn't do too bad,
okay.
but I keep my eye on that.
I know you do.
And I don't like service errors.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you made that perfectly clear a year ago. Tell you what we'll do when we come back. We'll talk more about tonight's matchup here on the Farm Bureau Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show. We'll take a look at another young team. That is the Golden Falcons of Winchester. As we'll talk about them as we continue here on the pregame right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance knows you're good at fitting one more dish in an already full dishwasher. We're good at your insurance.
Dad.
You're good at pretending to be asleep.
Dad.
We're good at your insurance.
Dad.
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shear.
Since 1994, Beach Automotive has provided motorists in the Richmond area with the most comprehensive auto repair services that include general services, car and truck care, alignment, brakes, tires, engine, transmission, and more. Their goal is simple: to offer the best services available at affordable prices to get you back on the road in no time. For a high-performance vehicle, trust Beach Automotive. To learn more, give them a call at 765-966-8181. Beach Automotive, 110 East Main Street, Richmond.
We check them better. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified vehicle is fully inspected and reconditioned by ASE and factory-trained technicians. And each Better Buy vehicle comes with a Carfax vehicle history report, so you know you can buy a vehicle with confidence. We back 'em better with a 3-day satisfaction guarantee. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified comes with a 3-day or 300-mile satisfaction guarantee. If you don't like it within that 3 days or 300 miles, just bring it back and we'll exchange it for a vehicle of equal value. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified vehicle comes with a 12-month, 12,000-mile warranty. We price them better. We have dedicated individuals searching the entire country for the highest quality, lowest price vehicles for our inventory. In today's competitive market, we're constantly monitoring vehicle values to ensure that we're offering the best prices possible. We guarantee that every Wetzel Better Buy vehicle is the highest quality used car or truck around. Our reconditioning process guarantees that you are getting a vehicle as close to brand new as possible, and our warranties back that up.
Hey, we're back here at the Tiernan Center as we get set for Game 1 for the Red Devils here at home. And let's talk a little bit about the Winchester Golden Eagles out of the Tri-Eastern Conference. Falcons, I'm sorry. Yeah, Golden Falcons out of Winchester. You know, they come in, they lose to a good Cowan team by a final 3-0. They had a difficult time scoring as well. Jessica Juergens, who was at Seton as an assistant, is now their head coach. You know, you look at them, we were watching them warm up a little bit ago as well. Now, they don't have a ton of size either, and they have a ton of sophomores. Even though the roster isn't quite as big as Richmond's, they have a lot of sophomores as well. So we got a lot of players out here that are either young juniors experience or a lot of sophomores, but they really struggle against Cowan the other night as well.
Well, first of all, Cowan is one of those Muncie area teams, and you know what Delaware County has in the way of volleyball.
Yeah.
Plus, Winchester has 4 freshmen on the varsity too.
Yeah.
So you know they're young.
Yeah.
They may be good players, but it takes a while. You got to get that experience.
You know, the one player that they looked at, Kate Hendrickson, who had the 4 kills, only played in 1 set the other night. She still led the team with 4 kills, and they just do not have a whole lot of power on their team either. And you look at only 12 kills on the night against Cowan. Their kill percentage was only at 18.2%. Their serve percentage was 82.5. You talk about service errors. That's an area where they're really going to have to pick it up here tonight because their service percentage was near 82%. So that really is a number they've got to pick up here tonight as well. Keep an eye on Morgan Williams. We mentioned already Kate Hendrickson and Gina Moore had 5 digs and 5 assists. Taylor Baker had 4 assists as well in their loss to Cowan. Well, the table is set. The Red Devils, and not to give anything away, but we hear there might be a couple of changes in the lineup here tonight. We'll see how that all plays out as the Red Devils look for their first win of this brand new season. This has been the Farm Beer Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show. Stay right there. We'll get this one underway in just a moment right here, Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance knows you're good at fitting one more dish in an already full dishwasher. We're good at your insurance.
Dad.
You're good at pretending to be asleep.
Dad.
We're good at your insurance.
Dad.
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shear.
Big Boys Pizza is now open in Richmond, located at 1015 East Main Street, next door to the Civic Theater. The menu has great sandwiches, pasta, salads, and of course, pizza. Come dine in, carry out, or have your food delivered day or night, at home or at the office. Other locations are in Connorsville and Brookville. Bring in a sports ticket after any game and receive 10% off your purchase. Ticket must be dated for the same day as your purchase. Dine in, take out, or delivery, Big Boys Pizza. 765-488-0023. Kate's Cages is the #1 indoor training facility for baseball and softball in Richmond by far. With top-flight instructors, you will learn how to play the game the right way. Everything from pitching, hitting, catching, and fielding. Kate's Cages will also have the opportunity to participate in triple play fall ball, the softball academy, individual and team camps, and individual private workouts. Kate's Cages Baseball and Softball Indoor Training Facility, 1366 Rose City Boulevard. Call 993-2353 for more information.
Our community. It's where we live. It's where we work. It's where we play. At West End Bank, we're not just in the community, we're a part of the community. And that's why we support over 100 programs for local nonprofits and schools, including our financial literacy program that positively impacts countless students throughout the area. You bank locally, so we give back locally to watch people grow with endless possibilities.
Just a couple of moments away from the start of this one here tonight. The preseason Indiana Prep volleyball poll is out. Here's how things line up in the preseason 4A poll, a Newcastle team that is going to be loaded again this year. You know, it didn't bother them too much getting out of the North Central Conference, did it?
No, if you've seen Newcastle play like I have, those two Shaftmaster sisters, the senior is 6'4", the junior is 6'1", and the junior, as a sophomore last year, set a state record for kills as a sophomore.
Wow.
A state record.
That's amazing. And this pretty
and
good
she's
state
got
for
2
volleyball.
more years.
Yeah. Are they on our schedule?
No. But they're in our sectional.
Yeah, and that'll be big at the end. Providence is number 2, Center Grove coming in at number 3, followed by Yorktown. Those are your top 5. McCutcheon out of the North Central Conference, ranked number 9 in 3A. Muncie Burris, who I saw the other day, you did as well.
I did.
Against Hagerstown. They're pretty good. They're ranked number 1, followed by Burbuff and Brownstown Central at number 2, Northview and Silver Creek. Rounding out the top 5, Delta will be here Monday.
That's correct.
They're ranked number 6, and by the way, Hagerstown falling out of the top 10 in the poll. So
they shouldn't,
but they are not in the top 10 right at the moment.
You also didn't mention Mount Vernon, did you? Number 10.
Yeah, they're number
4A.
10 in 4A.
They're in our sectional too.
Yeah, we're trying not to pay attention to that right now. Heritage Christian number 1 in 2A. North Judson, I take that back. Hagerstown is in the poll, but they're in 2A, not in 3A. So again, Hagerstown number 3, Wabash, Evansville, Mater Dei, and then in single A, it's Lafayette Central Catholic, Morgan Township, Trinity Lutheran Pioneer, and Indianapolis Lutheran in the 1A poll. Want to remind you, today's broadcast brought to you by Midwest IT Support. If you want more information, give them a call at 765-239-9668. You can also find them on Facebook. Brand new sponsor, Midwest IT Support. Starting lineups are coming up in a couple of moments, and we promise we'll get this one underway in just a few moments right here in Radio Troy Digital Sport. At First Bank Richmond, we provide you with an excellent banking experience. Whether it's personal checking, savings, mortgage loans, consumer loans, retail lending, or trust and investments, you can count on First Bank Richmond. First Bank Richmond has been serving the Richmond area since 1887. For more information, give them a call at 962-2581 or go to their website at firstbankrichmond.com. Georgia Direct is your one-stop source for floor coverings and decorating ideas for remodeling a home, office, kitchen, or bathroom. Their showroom offers quality products from Mohawk, Shaw, Armstrong, Craft-Made, and many more. They proudly offer Richmond the best quality and variety of home design solutions at competitive prices. At Georgia Direct, their goal is to deliver an outstanding customer experience from selection through installation. Georgia Direct Carpets and Cabinets, 5200 National Road East, Richmond. Are you looking for the right place to work out? A place where you have several choices and can have fun at the same time? Well, that place is right here in Richmond, Family Fitness Works. Family Fitness Works has spinning, Zumba, kickboxing, core works, kick fit, body pump, body flow, and much, much more. And don't forget, Family Fitness Works also has Richmond's most extensive free weights and Nautilus in the area. Check out their website at familyfitness.com or stop by at 213 North 3rd Street in Richmond.
For the past 35 years, Van Vliet Insurance has built a reputation of bringing a personal touch. That's because at Van Vliet, it's all about you, your needs, your life, and our town. Along with providing quality coverage to individuals, families, and local businesses, we're proud of our community and the opportunity we have to protect your future within it. Van Vliet Insurance, an Erie Insurance representative. Hometown professionals at work for you.
Hey, this is Steve, and out at Jiffy Lube the other day, a customer came in and said, Steve, this was my 100th oil change on this car, and you've done them all.
Hi, my name is George Farrell, and I've been coming to Jiffy Lube for over 14 years. I recently just had my 100th oil change. I'd like to thank Steve Funkhauser and his staff for the great service that they've provided me over the years. Thank you to all, and I would recommend anyone to come to Jiffy Lube to get their car serviced.
Jiffy Lube, #1 in customer satisfaction for a reason.
I got this.
I got this.
I got this.
At Harrington Hogue, we believe your life belongs to you. That's why we work hard to make sure that your insurance coverage is the last thing you have to worry about. So when it comes to keeping you protected,
We got this.
Hello, my name is Kyle Schwarzkopf. I'm the manager of Kyle's National Road Auto in business in Richmond since 1979. We employ ASE certified technicians and we have over 80 years of experience. We work on all domestics and most European and Japanese cars. Give us a call at 966-1555. Kyle's National Road Auto Service. My name is Kyle Schwarzkopf and I approve this message.
If you drive through the country back then, there was a basketball hoop everywhere.
So there were 74 boys in the top 4 grades at Milan. 58 of them came out for basketball.
It's the passion, the camaraderie.
I've played all over the world, and definitely I feel like Indiana is respected and well known for basketball.
The way that the people here in the state have embraced Indiana high school basketball is really unbelievable.
It's the euphoria, it's the excitement, we played on every Friday, Saturday night.
Today's game brought to you in part by Mancino's Pizza and Grinders. Mancino's is family-friendly, serving fresh grinders, pizza, pasta, and salads every day. They serve great food priced for family budgets. Mancino's Italian bread and pizza dough are made from scratch every day, and the baking process may take a little more time, but the end result of freshness and flavor make the real difference in all of Mancino's award-winning products. Mancino's of Richmond. Give them a call at 966-1166 or go to their website, mancinosofrichmond.com. Back at the Tiernan Center, Troy Naragowski along with longtime sports writer Jan Clark, who, by the way, you're supposed to be retired, yet you're back for another year writing for the volleyball team.
And you know why I'm here.
Yeah, your granddaughter plays on the team.
That's right.
Otherwise, you wouldn't be here, is what you're saying?
I wouldn't be in this booth. I'd be in the stands, and hard to control in the stands.
I was going to say, would they have to get security at some point?
Probably.
What, from your estimation, watching the Red Devils the other night, we'll talk about this starting lineup here in a moment. They have to get off to a fast start tonight. Is that something they got to set the tone early?
That's true in almost any sport you're talking about, whether it's football, baseball, whatever. You want to get off to a good start. I mean, at Pendleton Monday, we got down 9-1 in the first set.
Wow.
That takes a lot of air out of the room.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's hard to come back. And getting off to a good start is I think, is crucial.
And as you said to me earlier, and it's very true, Winchester is a team that struggles a little bit in volleyball. Again, basketball is really kind of their sport, and when it comes to girls' athletics, because they're so strong in basketball, they would really feel what a big win this would be for them to come down here and beat Richmond and get back on the winning side of things after that loss to Cowan.
Without a doubt. And, in the old days, it used to be the big schools would rule the roost. But now in sports like volleyball, the small schools are just as strong.
Yeah, they are.
And look at Yorktown won the state last year, and they've only got like 600 students.
Yeah. Well, Newcastle's not a big school anymore either. The way they used to be. So
even Richmond, I think, has only got about 1,300 students.
They continue to drop, and hopefully that'll pick up again here very soon. So the Red Devils in the front court. Both teams, by the way, in black. So Winchester's in the far court to begin this one here. And Richmond will be serving.
It's a good thing they're not both on the same side of the court. We'd have trouble.
We'd have a lot of issues. Lauren Udy is a sophomore, the daughter of the head coach. And from his standpoint, Russ in his first season, but he's done a lot of club volleyball as well.
Kennedy McKee, number 11, is starting, and that's her first start of the year.
Okay, so McKee's a sophomore.
And Kayla Lotz is a sophomore. Lorelei Depue's a sophomore. Ashley Clark's a sophomore. Lauren Udy's a sophomore. How many is that? 1, 2.
That's a lot.
That's 5 of the 6 are sophomores.
Well, let me ask you this, and you've been around sports a long time. If you're going to build, you might as well build to the future, and that means using these young kids, and then by the time they get to that junior and senior year, they've taken some lumps, they've handed out some lumps, and they're a varsity-ready team to go by the time they're seniors.
Plus, all these girls, I think, to a person, has played club ball, too, during the winter.
Right.
And so sports anymore are year-round.
They are, yeah. And a lot of times in smaller schools, you're playing 2 to 3 different sports throughout the summer. So the first serve underway, and Richmond and Winchester here at the Tiernan Center. That'll be long on the attack. And Richmond out on top of this one, 1-0.
Well, the front line, they have Kennedy on the front line along with Lotz. And the libero, Jude's up there.
Good serve again for Richmond. Let's see how the Golden Falcons attack. Nothing there. Not a good set for Richmond on their possession. That'll be long again. Another attack error on Winchester. It's 2-0.
Well, you don't see Molly Morgan or Ray Rogers, 2 seniors, either one in right now.
Yeah.
So
well, you'd mentioned they may do a little different.
They do some different combinations, and they could be in the second set. Who knows?
Yeah. Red Devils attack to the middle, and they make it 3-0. That's Lorelei Depue. Lorelei, very, very talented pitcher on the softball team. So good start for Richmond. You'll see Udy come into the picture right there after the serve. Unable to handle that one is Allison Jude. So for the first time tonight, Winchester gets on the board, now 3-1.
See what kind of serves they throw at them.
We mentioned this is a Winchester team that did not serve very well against Cowan, just under 83%. And when you, like you said earlier, when you're a smaller team, one of those areas that you really got to be good at is in the service department, and that will be a rotating violation, I believe, right up front.
I don't know. I couldn't tell what the...
Yeah, I think the head judge said that they violated in the rotation on that front line.
Kennedy McKee serving. She's one of the better servers.
Kennedy, as you had mentioned, another one of the many sophomores that we'll see here tonight, and perhaps different combinations.
2 of the sophomores play JV and then dress for the varsity. That's out, I believe.
Yep, that was wide. So service error, and there's a area concern for Jan Clark. When he sees that, he lets you know about it. That wasn't a bad serve other than just being a little wide.
Right. She's a good server.
By the way, one thing we don't want to mention here at the Tiernan Center, which is now brand new this year, is they have brand new lighting, and it's so much brighter in here than it used to be. So that's a huge improvement. That one hit into the net by Ashley Clark, and it's a 1-point game. Looks like Ashley's grown a little bit.
I haven't measured her lately. She's 5'8", maybe 5'9" with her shoes on.
And so that makes her one of the taller players on the team, yeah. Back set on the right, nothing there for Depew. Golden Falcons trying to tie this one up. Thompson playing in the middle back row. That's going to be long. Point to Richmond, 5-3.
Ella Wilson, a senior's in.
They do have quite a few players, speaking of Richmond, on their bench. Now, one thing about it is you're not going to make everybody happy.
No.
But you do want to find the lineups that's going to give you the best chance to win. And there's Lorelei Depew with the ace. 6-3. Richmond will go to Kokomo on Saturday.
And there's good teams in that one.
Those make for long days, though, don't they?
Yeah, we got to leave it. I think the bus leaves at 6 a.m.
Wow. Yeah, generally most of those invitationals get underway 9 o'clock, 9:30 in the morning. Yeah, and they do. You'll see the players out in the hallway with blankets and pillows and making sure they get as much rest. That's another very good serve by Depew. And another attack error on Winchester, 8-3 Red Devils.
And then look who else is coming up. You got Delta on Monday. You get Kokomo Saturday, Delta on Monday, at Greenfield on Wednesday, and at Hagerstown on Saturday.
That's not fun. That's not a fun week at all, is it? You already mentioned there's a service error, 8-4, that was a Greenfield team that won the sectional last year.
And Newcastle and Yorktown were not in that sectional last year. They've been added.
That's going to be fun, isn't it?
No.
It will be for a fan, but as a team, you have to really be very, very good to win that sectional. As you said, probably the best in the state.
And it's the only 8-team sectional in the state.
Really?
Yeah.
That was Clark off the upper left. Defended well by the Falcons. Clark, good job again, and that's hit long. Boy, Ashley Clark, look at that. She might get her interview tonight.
I don't know. That was a good shot there, wasn't it?
It was. Great shot. Great save, too, at the net. Lotz is out. Lotz, of course, very...
Ray Rogers is in, one of the seniors.
There you go.
He's working more kids in.
He is, yeah.
Molly Morgan serving.
Winchester down by 5 on the return. Back set, and boy, I tell you, that's a good hit. Rogers, the senior, 10-4. Good crowd here tonight as well, as there is a timeout. Winchester wants to talk about it with their head coach, Jessica Juergens, in her first year. We will come back here at the Tiernan Center on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Red Devils lead it 10-4. Hey, if you're looking for a great place to dine, how about Little Sheba's? Come join them in Richmond at 175 Fort Wayne Avenue and grab one of their gourmet pizzas, a deluxe sandwich, steak or fresh salad, and an ice-cold beer or your favorite wine. Featuring live music every Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday, and more in their smoke-free environment. You can get a 10% discount with a valid student ID. It's better than being home. For more information about Little Sheba's, give them a call at 962-2999. A short timeout as the Red Devils back on the serve once again. 6-point lead to make it 7. Good play at the net by Ella Wilson. biggest lead now of the opening set. Molly Morgan again to serve. Winchester unable to play it clean as Richmond able to play at the net. That's hit deep and just off the outstretched arms of Depew.
Well, the difference in this game so far is Richmond's ability to control the ball. They haven't had any unforced errors other than the one service error. And if you can keep the ball in play, prolong the volley as long as you can, a lot of times you're going to come out with a point.
Yeah. Golden Falcons on the serve. See how Richmond plays this one. At the attack line, hit short as Rogers unable to get a whole lot of distance. 11-6. Good serve there for Winchester. Clark now on the right side. And then switched over to the left point for the Red Devils.
That's one thing I don't understand about the game of volleyball is how players change positions so quickly.
Yeah.
From the right to the left, from the end,
Yeah,
is all that legal?
I think so. Rotation. By the way, that point was actually given to the Golden Falcons. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes they move around. I'm not sure where they're going.
I'm not that smart enough.
Me neither. Ball tipped at the net, played by Richmond. Good save by Morgan, and it's going to be long.
Well, Molly wanted to go to the deep corner. She just went a couple inches too far. A good attempt, though.
Back to a 3-point lead. And that'll be in.
Good serve.
So Winchester, after falling down by 6, back now to within 2.
That's a tough one to handle for the back row when that serve goes to within an inch or two of the back line.
Yeah. Another good serve. Red Devils able to play it. Set to the outside left, and a good block up front.
Was that Ella Wilson?
Well, it was Ella Wilson, number 9 there for Richmond. Well, every time that Winchester gets a little bit of momentum, the Red Devils able to stop them.
Well, I got 13-8, and apparently that's not right.
I've 12-9.
Okay.
Yep. Serving is Clark, and that'll be hit deep, and Jan is beside himself. That's not a big area to get that ball in, Jan. I mean, you're only talking about a 30 by 30. Got to get over that net. And
out she comes.
12-10, Winchester with the serve, and Richmond attack to the middle, and Winchester gets the block up front. Nice play. Looked like that may have been number 5 there, Caitlin Campbell, a freshman.
They're back in this game.
Boy, they are. Right back to within 1. And Richmond again, the attack error.
Tied up.
Wilson unable to get it across, and just like that, tied at 12. Here is on the serve, Kate Hendrickson. We talked about Hendrickson, 4 kills, only played 1 set against Cowan, and all of a sudden it's a 1-point lead for Winchester.
Richmond led in this game 11-4.
This reminds me a little bit of last year in some of the matches the Red Devils had where they would get a lead and it was gone. So now they got to fight back. Good play at the net for the Falcons. See where Richmond will go here. Middle attack. Good block. That was Hendrickson again. Or was that Campbell? It was actually Campbell up front there for Winchester. And that'll be a violation against the Red Devils. Looked like a net violation, or was it 4 hits? Either way, a violation on Richmond. And now the Red Devils down by 2. Out of the lineup for the Red Devils is Adrian Weber. Richmond off that left high side with McKee. Red Devils unable to do anything. Winchester can't play it. Point Richmond. And the Red Devils down by 1. Well, I'm thinking about that schedule that you talked about. Kokomo, and then you come back Delta, and you've got
Greenfield on the road.
Greenfield and
Hagerstown
on the road. And they don't lose there much. I know they lost the other night to Muncie Burris.
Well,
that's rare.
Muncie Burris number 1 in 3A.
Yeah, that was an excellent matchup.
And the third set could have gone either way.
Yeah. Ball blocked. Red Devils back set right. Winchester makes the save, and then it's hit long and wide by Lorelei Depew. And the Red Devils down by 2 here in the first set. Winchester making a change is Cammie Miller, middle hitter, 5'11" senior. Now checking in. Side out, Winchester. See what the Falcons will do here. Back toward the middle. And that was hit under the net.
Who got the point?
Richmond, I do believe, gets the point. Am I right?
I think so.
Yep. 6 should be 15-14. Side out Richmond, and here is Lauren Udy there to serve. Morgan is out for the Red Devils. Also, Riona Rogers coming out. And Richmond gets the point. Unable to play that one on that back line. Now they have a number 15, I do believe. Is that 15? But they don't have a 15 on the roster for Winchester. There's a service error. And again, Winchester leading it by 1.
You know, when you have a service error, you don't give your team a chance to score.
That's right. It's like throwing an interception, isn't it? And we've got a quick whistle. That's going to go against Richmond on their rotation as well. So that's going to cost them a point.
What happened?
Apparently it was a rotation violation. Not sure who it was on, though. I just know the official made the motion of a violation, like what we saw earlier with Winchester. Good serve, nice save. Ball played at the net, but hit too long. Cammie Miller on the attack error. Back to a 1-point lead. Kennedy McKee, a sophomore, will serve for Richmond. And back in the lineup, sophomore Ashley Clark. Richmond had the big lead early. Winchester coming back. Red Devils see if they can pull this one out in the first set. Misplay there by the Golden Falcons, and the Red Devils will tie it at 17. Side out Richmond. And that'll be another service error on the Red Devils. McKee going long. So 18-17, side out Falcons.
That's about what, 4 service errors?
Yep. 4 service errors now in Richmond. And there's another one on the Golden Falcons. So that makes Jessica Jurgens, again, the first-year head coach, a former assistant coach at Seton. Keeps her up off the bench. Of course, both coaches up on the sidelines. The serve by Depew. Battle at the middle, and it'll be won by Richmond. That's number 9. That's Wilson. So the Red Devils lead it by 1. There's number 5. Boy, and that's I know early in camp that was an emphasis for Richmond, knowing they didn't have a ton of size, that serving would be a huge key. See where the Red Devils will rotate here. Nowhere, because the ball goes out of play. Janaea Thompson unable to play that one. And the Falcons now lead it by 1. We'll get that first set, really put the pressure on the other team. Not a good set for Richmond on the left side. Attack middle by Winchester. Here's Clark. And it's going to be safe. Good play by the Falcons to return a nice attempted kill that time by Clark.
Should have been a point.
Ball saved up front. Let's see if Clark just inside the attack line. Back to Clark again. Down the line. Nice dig there. Here come the Falcons.
You got to give them credit.
Yeah, they're playing well. And that's just inside the line. There's Clark. Tied at 20. We'll see a couple of more changes now. Molly Morkin will come in for the Red Devils. Also back in Riona Rogers. Well, Winchester stopped the first big hit by Clark, but then the Red Devils kept their composure, got it back to her second time.
They had some great saves over there.
They did. Play at the net, and the point for Richmond.
Ella Wilson, I believe.
Yep, Wilson again. And Richmond now leads it 21-20.
Out.
And there's another service error, this one by the senior Morkin.
How many?
6. Tied at 21, side out Falcons. Gina Moore on the serve. Richmond middle attack. See where the Red Devils, they'll try to push it deep, and they do. Nice play. Tell you what, Ella Wilson playing well.
Yes, she is.
Smart play there to catch the Falcons off guard.
Now get this serve in.
Yeah, that's grandfather speaking there. Clark got it in.
Out.
Richmond leads it by 2, but not until the Falcons are going to call a timeout. Red Devils led early and now lead this one 23-21 here in the opening set on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard.
As an internet service provider, Parallax Systems offers reliable residential high-speed internet service and business service. With a fiber backbone reaching over 150 miles, we have created a multifaceted delivery system. Our dark fiber leasing has proved beneficial to public and private sectors alike. Parallax serves Wayne County and surrounding areas. Parallax Systems, when speed matters. A division of Richmond Power and Light.
Well, Richmond now with a 23-21 lead, side out Richmond.
We've had 6 service errors, is that what you're saying?
6 service errors.
And that's too many.
Way too many. Especially, you can probably survive this one. There's number 7. You can, I would say you could survive a match like this because Winchester is young.
That's no excuse.
No excuse, but the bottom line is you won't survive that against Delta.
No, you won't against almost anybody.
Yeah, and those teams next week, as you mentioned, they will make you pay. Back to a 1-point lead. Red Devils on the attack. Falcons in the far court. Outside left. Richmond, backside set. Nothing there once again for the Red Devils.
Good.
And that was a nice play, and I don't think that was saved, was it?
I think it hit the floor.
Yeah. Yeah, Depew gave it a good look, but it hit the floor.
23-all.
Well, Richmond, 2-point lead and a timeout by the Falcons, and 2 points right back. Falcons now in the driver's seat. Backside set. And a long hit again off the right side by Wilson. And Richmond.
Set point for Winchester.
Yep, set point. As the Red Devils need a timeout as well, we'll take a timeout on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Falcons leaded by 1.
Best One Tire and Service has been committed to our partners since 1948. With more than 250 locations in 26 states, Best One puts over 1 million tires on the road every year. Superior tires, expert service, competitive prices. Best One Tire and Service, where the best costs less.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark with Best One of Richmond. Because Best One is one of Bridgestone's largest retailers, we offer exclusive Bridgestone savings. Visit us in Richmond to save on Bridgestone tires today.
Back here at the Tiernan Center, and we're at set point for the Golden Falcons. Red Devils have to play that one deep. They do get the return. Let's see if Winchester can finish it off. Richmond to the outside. Falcons defensively have played well here tonight.
Out.
Yep, that's going to be long. Tied at 24.
Oh, brother.
Here is Allison Jude. Now, nobody said it was going to be easy.
They were right. Whoever said it.
6 service errors, and that's going to be wide. So now the Red Devils in control. Set point at 25-24. Jude on the serve.
Out. No.
Red Devils again get the block at the net. It was Lorelei Depew, and the Red Devils survive in this opening set on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Red Devils win that first set 26-24. We will come back with the second set in just a moment. Stay right there. This is Red Devils Volleyball and Radio Troy Digital Sports. The Purdue Polytechnic Institute in Richmond is part of a statewide network that offers the same technology degrees available in West Lafayette. The benefit of earning your degree at the Richmond location is that the campus is small enough to provide you with dedicated one-to-one attention while you earn your degree from Purdue University. Purdue Polytechnic of Richmond. Give them a call at 973-8228 or go to their website for more information at polytechnic.purdue.edu.
At the Reed Orthopedic Center, our physicians and support team devote themselves to helping you return to a healthy and active lifestyle. Our expertise includes shoulder, elbow, foot, ankle, hand, wrist, hip, and knee injuries, as well as pain management and rehabilitation, and school athletic training programs and sports medicine. We are committed to providing you with the best possible orthopedic treatment that we can. To request an appointment at the Reed Orthopedic Center, call 765-935-8905.
For over 30 years, Reynolds Plumbing has been keeping the Richmond-Wayne County area running. Whether on commercial properties, restaurants, or residential, they've done quality plumbing, heating, and air work for thousands of customers. In a small town, a company like theirs cannot stay in business for as long as they have without being very good at what they do. It's not just about quality work, it's about customer service. If that's the kind of experience you want on your next plumbing or HVAC job, then Reynolds Plumbing has you covered. Call Reynolds Plumbing today at 966-0994. For over a century, Richmond Power & Light has been providing safe, reliable energy to the citizens and businesses of Richmond and the surrounding area. Through their dedicated and talented employees, they are advancing their tradition of exceptional service through new technology, training, and efficiency in everything they do. Richmond Power & Light provides reliable, low-cost energy and technology services in a customer-focused, environmentally responsible, safety-conscious manner. Richmond Power & Light. Together we make powerful partners. Well, the first set goes to the Red Devils, though, Jan, they really had to work for it, and it almost appeared they were about ready to give it away there toward the end.
You got to give Winchester credit. They came back, and they trailed, as I say early, they trailed 11-4 and came back and had set point.
Yeah.
They led 24-23.
Yeah, they sure
and
did.
They had the serve,
yep.
And it's a game of inches.
And I would imagine for the Red Devils, they are breathing a sigh of relief to get that opening set. So now we'll see Winchester. They're closer to where we are. So we'll get a better look at them in the second set.
Let's see how Richmond responds or comes back from that real tight first set.
Yeah.
Okay. I think they got Molly Morgan and Lotz and Udy and Ashley and Jude.
Rogers. Yep.
Which is more what they normally start.
Okay, so this is more of a norm.
Normally.
Right? Yeah.
But we'll see. Molly Morgan's in there. Ray Rogers is in there. They didn't start the first set, but we'll see what happens here.
Side out Falcons. This is Taylor Baker.
And Lorelei, of course, is in there.
So let's see how this unit will do. Behind the attack line for Clark. Played well by the Falcons. Richmond to the outside left. Clark again found the middle, and there's a soft middle on the other side.
We'll take it.
So Richmond, like they did in the first set, off to a good start. Beauty will come in to serve now for the Red Devils. 6 service errors by Richmond in game
7.
1. Was it 7? It ended up being 7?
Yeah.
So there were 7 service errors.
That's 7 points you're just giving away.
Giving them away. There's a long hit. That'll be out. 2-0 Richmond.
Of course, I was critical of my granddaughter for serving long ones, too. But everybody else did, too.
Yeah, it was equal opportunity. Yeah. You show no favoritism when it comes to that, and that's what we appreciate about you.
Well, that's what you got to be in the media. You got to be objective.
2-0 Red Devils. To the outside, Falcons get the point. That was Hendrickson, wasn't it?
I believe so.
So 2-1. Side out Winchester. Here's Morgan Williams, a sophomore, outside hitter. Falcons to the left. Well, that one just rolled off the net, stayed on the Winchester side, point Richmond. Weber is coming in for Richmond. And looks like Clark will sit down. We're in the second set. First home match for Richmond. Only 5 times, at least 5 dates, they'll be here. So they're going to be packing a lot of road trips in a short amount of time. There's Depew with a kill. So this one looking much like the first set when Richmond got off to a good start.
It was 4-1 in the first set, too. Now it's 4-1 again.
Falcons back set left, and there's a kill. That was Hendrickson again.
This is going exactly like the first set did. I don't know how long, but
good indication that at least from a consistency standpoint, what we're seeing here between these two teams, both again very young. Nunez on the serve, and she'll hit that one in the net. Red Devils will take the point. Wasn't there a time in volleyball that you can only score off the offense? Like if that were hit into the net, you couldn't get a point out of that. Those matches had to have taken a long time.
You could only score when you serve.
Yeah, that was crazy.
But then they didn't play. They didn't play 3 sets. They played 2. So when they changed the rules, they went to 3.
I'll tell you what, those matches sometimes I bet took a long time. Richmond out now by 4. Side out Red Devils once again. That was Jude on the serve. Here come the Falcons. Gina Moore on that front line, and Richmond with a point. Jude, nope, that's going to be Depew now for the Red Devils. 7-2. I always thought that Richmond is mostly red, but they're all black here tonight. What do they wear on the road? Do they wear white?
No, red.
Oh, red. So black at home.
I guess.
Winchester to the outside left. Good job there by Beauty there for the Red Devils. And the point. There she is again, Lorelei Depew. Boy, we mentioned Depew. We mentioned Wilson. We mentioned Clark tonight. Timeout. A 6-point lead now for the Red Devils here in this opening, we should say, minutes of the second set. We'll come back as we continue on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, 8-2 Red Devils.
Our community, it's where we live, it's where we work, it's where we play. At West End Bank, we're not just in the community, we're a part of the community. And that's why we support over 100 programs for local nonprofits and schools, including our financial literacy program that positively impacts countless students throughout the area. You bank locally, so we give back locally to watch people grow with endless possibilities.
And Richmond, after the timeout, with a 6-point lead. Falcons trying to get back here in the second set. Depew at the net, kept it alive. Depew with a little tap there, nothing for Richmond. Depew again at the net, got the point. 9-2 Richmond. Boy, Depew stayed with it.
That's 3 straight for her. She only had 1 kill at Pendleton. She's had a bunch of them tonight.
Wow. Good way to come back. Falcons off that left side again. They like going over there. Let's see if they'll do it again. Nope, they're going to back set to the near side.
Net.
Yeah, and somebody from the Red Devils.
Yeah.
9-3.
Well, the first set, Richmond led 11-4.
So we're about on pace. You know, they have a little bit of size. Speaking of Winchester, 5'11", 5'11". Couple of girls up front that.
We don't have anybody 5'11".
No. Maybe we can make a trade. That one's hit long. 9-4. I think we should be able to trade in high school sports. Get a couple of draft picks if you need one for the future.
Everybody else does it.
You're exactly right. Falcons on the attack. Down by 5 here in the second set. And that's going to be, oh my.
They called that in, didn't they?
Yes, they did.
That was Molly.
That was awful close to being out. Looked like from our vantage point it was out. 10-4. We've said it before. That's an awful tough situation to put some of these younger players, or should say if they're players or spectators in, is to be, there's the service there, is to be judges. 10-5 your score. Side out Winchester. Well, that was hit well, but long. That's Rogers on the attack error. And here we go again. Falcons close the gap to 4. Well, Red Devils didn't play that one very well on offense. See what the Falcons would do. That wasn't a good set either. Neither team clean on that attack. Here's Rogers. That's going to be long.
Now, I told you in the first set, Richmond led 11-4. What's the score here?
10-7.
Huh?
Mm-hmm. Served by Moore. Back set, Depew. Good block, but it goes out. Richmond will get the point. Clark is back in for Richmond. It'll be Lorelei Depew on the serve. Yeah, this one eerily similar to the first set. Falcons back to the middle. Clark there for Richmond. Played there by Wilson as well. Richmond able to make the return. Falcons upper left on the attack. Good save again by Jude, and that'll be long. And back to a 3-point lead. In the lineup now for Winchester, number 4, Camby Miller, middle hitter, 5'11", senior. Red Devils, Clark, and Clark gets the point, and Jan lost his headset. You know, those are expensive. I'd be a little careful.
I will. That's a good kill.
That was. Those things go flying over the edge. You might hit somebody, too. 12-8 Red Devils. And side out Richmond. Here's Kennedy McKee. I mentioned a good crowd here tonight, and both sides actually.
I tell you, Winchester's representing themselves pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're playing very well. They could give a lot of teams some fits because they just do not go away. And they've been down in both sets and have managed to continue to make it close. Red Devils to the middle, and that's going to be hit long. That's Lutz. Back to 3.
Well, in the first set, Winchester caught up at 12-12. So they'd have to get 3 in a row to do that again. I don't know what's going to happen.
Well, this game is such a momentum game. There's a nice play at the net by the Falcons, and we'd mentioned there's a player, I can't tell what number that is. That number 10 looks like that's going to be Morgan Williams, who got the play at the net and the point. But it's just a simple matter of this game is there's so much momentum sometimes where you see it just go back and forth, especially between teams that are evenly matched, and there is a service error the other way.
They haven't had that many, have they?
You know, I haven't kept track of theirs yet.
But I don't think they've had as many as Richmond.
No. Yeah, Red Devils getting close to those double-digit numbers.
Lauren Udy in to serve.
Udy, again, another one of the sophomores. Backside for the Falcons. Great play by McKee.
Great, yeah.
Wow. Boy, if it weren't for McKee going down on the floor, getting that nice dig, the Red Devils may have given up the point. Now it's back to 4. And misplayed by the Falcons. Point Red Devils, their biggest lead in a while now at 5 at 15-10. That was Gina Moore unable to make the play for the Falcons. Udy again on the serve, goes right back to Moore, and the Red Devils too strong up front. Here is Clark, went soft. Falcons play it, and they found that soft middle. But the good news is, Jan, we haven't seen that soft middle as much tonight, as we did last year. It was an emphasis for the Red Devils to fix.
Still hate to see it.
I know, it bothers you, huh? I would, me too. I mean, you're talking about a short amount of space in there and 6 players unable to get to it. Clark, nope, that's going to be Morgan on the outside. Morgan again, the set, and the middle to Lotz. Will volley back and forth. Here's Morgan again. Good top spin. Falcons able to save it. Red Devils back on the attack. This time it'll be Clark on the outside left. It went wide. Back to a 3-point lead. So now side out for Winchester. Here is Morgan Williams. The Red Devils not clean, but they make their return. They'll set it up now for the Falcons to the outside. And did it get in? Nope, they're going to say it's wide. Morgan, or was it Depew? Was Depew or Udy? Udy on the side. So the Red Devils get the point. Udy made a last-second decision not to go after it.
Isley's going to serve.
So Clark will stay in. +4 now for Richmond. Falcons outside left. Good job by Depew once again.
Good dig there.
Off the Morgan hit. Here's Lotz.
Yes.
The push to the middle gets the point. Back to a 5-point lead now for Richmond, trying to go up 2-0. Well, Jan Clark will have a write-up of this game, which I will cut and paste and put on my website. I'm not rewriting it at all, but
Good.
I do put your name on it, by the way.
Well, good.
We'll have it on our site. Here is Winchester on the return. Morgan, soft touch, but a little bit too soft.
It takes a lot of skill to put those articles together.
I know it does. That's why we appreciate you doing it. And I make sure everybody knows it's you.
Well, good. It's the least you can do.
If some people think that I'm going to cut and paste, not cut and paste all that, they're nuts.
Let's don't get into that.
We won't. 17-13. Second set, Richmond up by 4. And that's misplayed in the middle by Morgan, so now it's back to a 3-point
Molly
lead.
took a swipe at that and didn't get anything.
I think she kind of overran it a little bit and they had to come back.
You know, this is a 4-point game.
It's back to 4. Actually, should be. I thought it was 3, 17-14.
Yeah, it should be 17-14.
Falcons went deep middle. And, boy, great play, but the point will go to the Red Devils. That was lifted in the middle. Richmond should be up 18-14.
Yeah, I think Winchester's got a point coming.
Lotz is out.
And their coach is talking to the official.
Yeah, they're going to check the score.
Yeah.
Side out Richmond. This will be Jude. We're keeping an eye. Seton playing tonight. We'll have all those scores for you coming up tomorrow morning.
They're not giving them anything yet, are they?
No, not yet. Well, somebody is, I think, short on a point here. We're going to mark it back to 13 until they tell us differently, but right now it's a 5-point lead for Richmond. Falcons on the attack, get the point. So now it is a 18-14 lead. Here's Moore. Deep serve. Richmond will play it. It was Weber back there on the back line. Middle attack for the Falcons. Blocked up front. That was Wilson. So it's a 5-point lead now for the Red Devils. Side out Richmond. Here's Morgan. Deep serve, well played. Get to 20, kind of have that psychological advantage, and there's another point for the Red Devils.
Molly.
Yep, Molly Morgan. Talked to her a little bit in the preseason. They feel good coming in, knowing that early schedule is going to be really brutal. And they're going to have to play well. Morgan again for the Red Devils. Seven-point lead. And there is a service error. So back to 6, side out, Falcons. On the serve is Hendrickson. Red Devils on the attack from the outside right by Rogers. Nothing there. Good play defensively by the Falcons. This one set more toward the middle. Red Devils, good rotation. Here's DePew and finds that back middle. 7-point lead.
She's having a good night.
Now, I'll tell you what, you can go. We mentioned Clark earlier. Morgan has come on big in this one. We talked about Wilson, Depew.
Well, you got to have a strong front line if you're going to win. And tonight they've shown signs of it.
Now they better tonight than they were against Pendleton.
Well, it's a different team they're playing.
Yeah, it's true. That one is wide.
But they are. Lorelei's had a real good night at the net, and several others have too.
Well, it is also a piece of the block to build upon too. I keep going back to that schedule next week. I'm not sure I'd like to see going into that losing a match like you would today if you were to lose to Winchester.
No.
Not taking anything away from the Falcons, but as you said earlier, these are the kind of teams you really have to beat, especially at home.
Yep.
That's a nice,
great shot there.
Yeah, that looked like Morgan Williams again.
This game is no runaway.
It's not. It's been a struggle.
They haven't given them a point for this one yet either. Didn't they get that point there? Shouldn't they have 17?
I thought they should have 17, but they've kept it there, man. They haven't given them the extra point.
That's 2.
This is home cooking right here, Jan Clark.
That's 2.
Sure that Jan.
Unless I'm missing something.
There's another point. Well,
maybe I'm missing something.
I'm just going to go by what they say. You can check it afterwards. We'll look for it in the story.
Oh.
Side out Falcons. Back to a 6-point lead. Red Devils, Clark pushes it back to the inside, and I'm not sure if that was intended for Rogers or not, but it wasn't played well in that front line, and the point will go to the Falcons. Richmond. That was Wilson. Falcons again to the outside, nothing there. And that falls in. So I don't know if there's some miscommunication right there for the Red Devils on their front line, but we've seen that a couple of times here in this set.
That's 4 straight points for Winchester.
And all of a sudden it's a close one again. Red Devils trying to get one more to make it set point.
And that doesn't include the one they missed. That's out.
Long. Here they come again. Falcons hanging in there.
If you add the 2 they missed, it'd be 23-22.
This should be a 1-point game.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll work it under protest if they lose. Oh, my. Indecision by Jude on the back row.
Going to have a timeout.
We will take a timeout as well as the Falcons. They're going to make this one an interesting one in the second set. On the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, Red Devils lead it by 2.
Summit Computer Systems is a full-service computer manufacturing and support company founded in 1997. They partner with businesses and individuals to provide computer systems, hardware service, support, design services, high-speed wireless internet, network design, and more. Summit Computers, 1427 Chester Boulevard in Richmond. Give them a call at 939-2120.
Well, the Falcons have battled back to make this interesting. And depending on who you talk to right now, we thought there's a couple of points missed in there, but Winchester not arguing the point.
If I was a Winchester coach, I would put on some kind of an FBI investigation on that.
Stop the show. Side out Falcons. Another good serve. Let's see how Richmond regroups here. Rogers to the middle, nothing. Back set, and that's outside the antenna, point Richmond. That was miscommunication because I believe the outside hitter was thinking that ball was going the other way, and her momentum took her away.
Now they got 24-21. I would have had 23-21.
Well, it should be 20. Well, I've got whatever they say.
Okay.
I try not to argue against anything that's up there.
My scorekeeping really suffers.
Set point now for Richmond. Ball played in the middle, and then it goes out. Richmond didn't play that one well, so now it's 24-22. Side out Winchester. Taylor Baker on the serve, and the Red Devils come back with Ella Wilson.
I don't know how I explain all this.
That's why we count on you. 24-22. I'm sure you're going to find a way. That's Clark. And that'll be wide, and the hit there that went wide was by Cammie Miller, and the Red Devils will survive in the second set, allowing the Golden Falcons to make a comeback once again, but the Red Devils win it 25-22 on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Christy Croft at Century 21 Bradley Realty. Give Christy a call at 260-466-7402. That's 260-466-7402. TheCroftTeam.com. We'll come back with the third set in a moment. This is Richmond Volleyball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Today's game is being brought to you by Tri-County Awards in Richmond. Customized awards and quality engraving services. When you come to Tri-County Awards, you'll get nothing but the best customer service. We take pride in our prompt service and easy availability. Celebrate success with a gorgeous medal, trophy, or plaque from Tri-County Awards. We've been crafting awards since 1972. Choose from a wide variety of designs and styles. We're a locally owned and family-operated business. Tri-County Awards, 1001 South East Street in Richmond.
Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance knows you're good at fitting one more dish in an already full dishwasher. We're good at your insurance.
Dad.
You're good at pretending to be asleep.
Dad.
We're good at your insurance.
Dad.
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
Hey, tonight's game brought to you in part by Dargy Repair Service. Family owned and operated. They work on every kind of vehicle and they specialize in imports. They'll do all types of repairs, services big and small, regular service to major repairs. Now, they'll do repairs other shops either can't do or won't do, and they'll do everything except body and tires. Certified TechNet Professional Auto Service, Dargy Repair and Service. They're located at 1700 Northwest 11th in Richmond. For more information, give Dargy Repair Service a call at 935-2241. Well, Winchester, Jan Clark, they made these first two sets perhaps closer than the Red Devils are comfortable, but the Red Devils have given up big leads in both sets as well.
No matter how this turns out, Winchester is going to go home tonight saying, hey, we played pretty good volleyball
That's right.
tonight.
Yep.
And they're going to feel pretty good about what they did down here. And, of course, this isn't over yet, but Richmond needs to have a strong game before this is over.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A strong game.
In other words, really, when you get them down, just put them away. And they haven't done that yet.
They've gotten nice leads each time, but they've let Winchester come back into it.
Yeah.
Not that they've let them. You got to give Winchester credit.
Yeah.
But
you can't do that.
They need to be more decisive.
And I'm like you. I'm focusing more on these teams they're going to be playing, where you know as well as I do, you won't have enough timeouts to call if you don't get it right against those good teams.
I don't like to be reminded about who's coming up.
Bothers you, huh? It bothers
Can't
me
you
a little
tell?
bit. Yeah. All right, we'll see Richmond in the near court. Lauren Udy will serve, and we're underway here in the third set. A nice play in the middle. That's Cammie Miller. And for the first time, if I'm not mistaken, in the first two sets, Richmond got out on top.
Yeah, they got, the first set they led 3-0. The second set they led 2-0. But Winchester's not finished. Those two.
Yep. So now 2-0. Side out, Falcons. Richmond outside left, and that's going to be a point by McKee.
Kennedy McKee.
Yep. Red Devils make a change right here as Weber is in, and Clark will sit down. Good serve. And Richmond will get the point at the net. That was Lorelei Depew, and we're tied at 2 apiece. Another good serve. Weber playing that one off the back line, and that one just inside the line. Depew gets the kill, 3-2. 3 unanswered now by the Red Devils after falling down 2-0 here in the third set. That one is wide, so that'll tie it at 3 apiece. Side out now for the Falcons. This is Morgan Williams. Boy, nice serve by Williams. Falls right in the middle.
Right now, you don't have any seniors in the game.
As Richmond continues to play a little bit with their lineup here tonight. Four, 3 Falcons. Depew with the left hand, no. Falcons back to the outside left. Jude able to keep it alive. The slide to the right. Good save by both teams. Depew just inside the attack line to keep it alive, and the point will go to the Falcons.
Right now you got 1 junior and 5 sophomores in.
Another young lineup. Yep. I have a feeling you're going to see that a lot. See if the Red Devils can come back right here as the Falcons have nothing there on offense. Quick.
Nice dig.
Boy, that was great. But a great move there by Richmond as well.
Nice block.
Lots there in the middle for the Red Devils. Oh, and that one just falls in and nobody going after it. Now we've seen that happen a couple of times, Jan. Clark just kind of falls. Nobody.
They just kind of went to sleep on that one.
It's like they thought the play was over.
Yeah. Well, they got to be careful here. They don't get themselves in a hole. Winchester's not making very many mistakes right now.
No, and they have a 3-point lead now, trying to make this at least a 4-setter, and now it's 4.
Molly Morgan's coming in.
So Morgan, a senior, will try to stop this run put together by the Falcons. See where the Red Devils attack. They're going to go to Morgan in the middle. Tried that soft touch. And then there is a big hole in the middle of that Richmond defense, and it was Gina Moore.
Soft middle.
But we haven't seen it that much. But, boy, it was big right there, and it's a 5-point lead now for Winchester.
Could have driven a truck through that hole.
Could. It was big. Big indeed. So now back over to the Falcons. That was Lots on the right side. They'll set it up to Depew once again. Can't get the point there. Falcons back to their left. Well played now as we volley back and forth here in the third set. 5-point lead. Falcons on top. Good recovery there by Udi.
Now they cover that middle, don't they?
They do, and that's going to be long, so the Red Devils get the point. Yeah, they have very few points right in the middle of their defense. Here's Jude.
Ella Wilson's in for Lotz.
Nice serve. That one clipping the top of the net and going in. And there's nothing you can do to defend that one. 8-5, Richmond down by 3. Back set to the right. Kept alive at the net by Wilson. And the point, Winchester. So it's back to a 4-point lead. And Caitlin Campbell, the 5'11" middle hitter, back in, just a freshman. Now for Winchester, side out Falcons. Jude able to keep it alive, though not played clean. Falcons attack to the outside. There's another point. 10-5 Winchester. Well, the opposite happening in this set, where the Red Devils got out to a lead in the first 2 sets. Saw the Falcons come back before the Red Devils were able to survive late. But now the Red Devils have fallen down here in this set. That one just inside the line. Good effort. And Richmond in trouble now here in the third set, down by 6.
About the time you think you got Winchester in a corner, they dump it over on you.
Yeah. They have found the open spot. Uh-oh, that one hit into the net, as you say. Richmond just discombobulated.
Back on their heels right now, wouldn't you say?
Yes, very much so. Playing very unsure of themselves here in this third set. Jude. That is Clark with a save on the back line. Falcons try to make a play, and the set, a little misplay there at the net by Campbell.
Yeah, we got Lorelei serving here.
Lorelei Depew. And Lorelei Depew will get the point right there, indecision on that back line. Boy, sometimes that can be an awful close call. You're not sure whether it's hit too far, if it's hit just right. So you really have to make a split decision. And the Red Devils trying to get on a little rally right here, as you'll see Lorelei Depew coming to your picture in a moment. Now, I think they're checking. Well, I'm not going to say. I'm not sure what they're checking, but you see the official perhaps seeing what lineup is in. So now we wait.
What's happening?
I am not sure. But whatever it is, the official really examining that scorebook.
And now Molly is going back to serve, and Lorelei is going back to the front row. So apparently Richmond was out of rotation somehow.
I don't know how you're tell.
I don't either.
Moving around.
They've all got black shirts on.
Yeah, well, I guess, except the one. I guess it has to be they have to start in certain areas. Again, I'm not a volleyball aficionado, but they have to start with so many in the front, middle, back, however, but they can't be out of order in whatever the
way they move around, who can tell who's in the front and the back?
Nobody really knows. No. It's like basketball, They're all over the place. Well, apparently we got it figured out. So we'll be Morgan on the serve. Nice hit. That is Rogers. And now maybe Richmond has a little momentum going. (12-8), third set. Winchester in the middle now. They're starting to lose a little bit of momentum right here. Well, it seems like sometimes when you're watching both teams play, they just don't seem to be on the same page. I know it's early. There's another attack error, 12-10. But
right now, Winchester is suffering indecision.
Yeah.
They're not quite sure on their shots.
Yeah, you're exactly right. There was just 2 consecutive plays where they weren't sure exactly where they were going to go. And that wasn't a good set either. See if Richmond can make them pay right here. Depew to the outside, and yes. 12-11. So all of a sudden, Richmond changing the course of what happened in the first 2 sets, where now they're doing the rally, and there's another point. They've tied it at 12. Here is Morgan again. Good hit to the outside. Red Devils able to make the save. There's Clark. Yes! Clark just inside the attack line with the kill, and it's 13-12, and Winchester will get the timeout. We're going to keep it here and remind you that tonight's match being brought to you by Midwest IT Support. For more information, give them a call at 765-239-9668. Midwest IT Support. You can find them on Facebook as well. Another proud sponsor of Red Devil Athletics. And so, now Richmond finally now starting to wake up a little bit here in the third set.
That was a kill by Ashley from the back row, which is a benefit.
Huge benefit. Yeah.
I mean,
that was a great shot.
Yeah.
Had a lot of top spin, just got over the top of the net.
Do you have a replay on your thing that you could keep?
I could, but I don't want to pay for it. You know, we do have replay. The only problem is, and I have to figure out how to do it, and I don't think I'm that smart to figure it out. So I'm sorry about that. When we get a bigger budget, we'll have a producer. 13-12. Red Devils lead it by 1. Back set, Rogers.
Nice
Good
dig.
Play by Clark.
Oh,
and then Depew hits it in the net.
What a shame.
Man. Well, that doesn't take anything away from the dig that time by Clark.
That was a keeper.
That was a phenomenal play. Tied at 13, side out Falcons. They are not going away yet. Morgan hits it deep. Or is that Depew, on the air there by the Red Devils. 14-13. As we continue to go back and forth. That one hit into the net. Rogers, attack error, 2 in a row now by Richmond, and they're down by 2. There's Clark. Falcons return as well. Red Devils back set Rogers. Falcons get a hand on it. That was Campbell. And ball played at the net, somehow to collide, and they still got it across. Falcons in the middle. Well, Jude was there, and Clark, I think, went to the floor as well, and Clark, a little slow getting up, might have taken one on the noggin. Is she as tough as you?
Got to play with pain.
That's right. I was going to say, is she as tough as you?
Suck it up.
16-13. Good serve again by the Falcons, back to a 4-point lead. And Richmond's going to talk about it once again. We will take a quick timeout as well on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Richmond down by 4.
Big Boys Pizza is now open in Richmond, located at 1015 East Main Street, next door to the Civic Theater. The menu has great sandwiches, pasta, salads, and of course, pizza. Come dine in, carry out, or have your food delivered day or night, at home or at the office. Other locations are in Connorsville and Brookville. Bring in a sports ticket after any game and receive 10% off your purchase. Ticket must be dated for the same day as your purchase. Dine in, take out, or delivery, Big Boys Pizza. 765-488-0023.
17-13 as we're in the third set here at the Tiernan Center. And again, Winchester giving Richmond just about everything they want.
Last year, Richmond went to Winchester and went 4 sets.
So they should know.
Well,
yeah.
Falcons
trying to put them away here in the third set. Here's Rogers inside the attack line. Falcons come back again, this time number 2. That is Hendrickson. We mentioned she only played in 1 set against Cowan, but still led the team in kills with 4.
This is a critical part of the game right here, and
you needed that one right there.
Yeah.
A mistake by the Falcons, and now Richmond gets it back. Let's see if they can go on a little run right here, and it'll be up to Lorelei Depew.
You don't want the other team to hit 20.
Yeah, that's always a magical mark. And they know then they're only 5 away from winning it. Good return. Red Devils set it up to the outside. Clark!
Yes!
Jan Clark is not impartial.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Great hit, wasn't it?
It was a great hit. I'd be excited, too, if my granddaughter was out there playing. No fault in that. 18-15. She's probably going to get that interview tonight unless we keep hitting it into the net. Another service error by the Red Devils. So back to a 4-point lead at 19-15. And that serve is long, so Richmond catches a break.
You know what I say to that? Thank you very much.
You don't mind a gift like that, do you? So now, here's the thing, though. You got to take advantage of it, and this will be Ella Wilson.
First serve of the year.
Okay, so no pressure here, is there? Good deep serve, but it's just a little bit too deep, and Richmond gives it right back.
And they say thank you very much.
Yes, they do. They return the favor, yep.
And they hit the 20.
Yep, there it is.
This is where you got to suck it up.
Yeah, you really need a good run right here. Lotz will push it, nothing. Falcons come back, tipped at the net by Lotz or Rogers. Here's Clark again from the outside, unable to get the kill. Yes. Lotz on the return. Winchester made the mistake of setting that ball right at the net, and Lotz made him pay. Back to a 3-point lead.
Lauren Udy in to serve.
No more service errors by Richmond, we hope. Good serve. Falcons still able to play it. They kept it alive at the net. Here's Clark again. Falcons push to the middle. Clark with a dig and unable to save it. Up front is Lotz.
She tried.
Clark's been on the floor quite a bit tonight. Somebody's going to have to watch that jersey. 5 point, actually it should be 21-17, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I got.
Well, now they're messing up that score again, but the Red Devils get the point.
They're giving them their points back.
They saved them up, right? I have 21-18.
That's what I got, but, we screwed them out of 2 points in the other set. Give them one.
Yeah, they wanted to save them in case they needed them. Clark is out. Side out Richmond. Also coming out for the Red Devils, Janaea Thompson. The serve by Weber. Falcons blocked at the net. Richmond point up front for the Red Devils.
They gave it to Winchester.
Oh, come on. But I have a 22-18. They have a 23, so we're going to have to put something somewhere.
How do I explain this?
You've got 2 sets to explain in the scoring department. Side out Falcons. Richmond with Depew. And can the Falcons save it? Yes. Now will the Red Devils play back to Depew again. Good play in the back, middle row. Played at the net by Lotz. And then hitting the net, point Richmond, that's Miller.
Good play by both teams. Here comes Ashley back in. Ella Wilson's back in.
So with Wilson back in and Clark back in, the Red Devils a little more offense to work with right here as Jude will serve. And a
nice
good
serve.
serve. Wow.
Nice serve. Oh.
The Red Devils went deep that time with Morgan, and the Red Devils get the point. Well, we got to fix that score because, again, this is big. I think it's a big difference when you think about it being 22 or 23.
Yeah.
But I don't think you and I'm wrong a lot, but I don't think we'd be wrong this many times.
I mean, the two of us together, we couldn't be wrong, could we?
There's quite a bit of IQ over here. 20.
Who are you talking about, you or me? Nice hit.
Oh! Ball falls in. Morgan couldn't get out of the way. Or no, that was Depew. Couldn't get out of the way of Jude.
Set point.
I don't know how they got that, though. We got a timeout on the floor. I'd love to see if somebody could tell us if that score is right. I'm going to remind you, tonight's match being brought to you by your Richmond area Subways. Each day of the week, you can get a different 6-inch sub. No artificial flavors or colors, only $3.50. Every Monday, the sweet onion chicken teriyaki. Tuesday, the oven-roasted chicken. Wednesday, the turkey breast. Treat yourself at Subway. 4 locations in Richmond and Hagerstown. Subway, eat fresh.
Well, if you are just a volleyball fan and you paid your $5 to get in, you've had a pretty good, entertaining night.
Yeah, been a pretty good match.
Yeah.
I'd still like to know where this point went. Because somewhere in there, we think that Winchester should have only 23. But
the set before, they should have had 2 more than they had.
But nobody's arguing the point, so we're going to put it at 24-20. Set point Falcons. Try to make it 2-1. There's Clark, went deep and long, and the Falcons have won the set 25-20. So we will play a 4th set as the Red Devils and the Falcons playing here at the Tiernan Center. Do not go away. That 4th set is coming up in just a couple of moments. This is Richmond Volleyball, Radio Troy Digital Sport.
Our community. It's where we live. It's where we work. It's where we play. At West End Bank, we're not just in the community, we're a part of the community. And that's why we support over 100 programs for local nonprofits and schools, including our financial literacy program that positively impacts countless students throughout the area. You bank locally, so we give back locally to watch people grow with endless possibilities.
Since 1994, Beach Automotive has provided motorists in the Richmond area with the most comprehensive auto repair services that include general services, car and truck care, alignment, brakes, tires, engine, transmission, and more. Their goal is simple: to offer the best services available at affordable prices to get you back on the road in no time. For a high-performance vehicle, trust Beach Automotive. To learn more, give them a call at 765-966-8181. Beach Automotive, 110 East Main Street, Richmond.
Kate's Cages is the #1 indoor training facility for baseball and softball in Richmond by far. With top-flight instructors, you will learn how to play the game the right way. Everything from pitching, hitting, catching, and fielding. Kate's Cages will also have the opportunity to participate in triple play fall ball, the softball academy, individual and team camps, and individual private workouts. Kate's Cages Baseball and Softball Indoor Training Facility, 1366 Rose City Boulevard. Call 993-2353 for more information.
We are going to head to a fourth set. Give the Falcons a lot of credit. They battled strong in that third set. In fact, they played well all night long, giving Richmond fits. And so now we're going to play one more at least.
Winchester wins this one. We'll be doing 5 sets.
And that's where you really get down to cutthroat stuff.
Get close to my bedtime.
It is. Well, 8:37. You should probably be in bed by now.
Well, I got a story to write.
That's right.
But look at all the years I was up till 2 a.m. doing them on deadline.
That's a long time.
Yeah,
how many years?
Well, I started in 1959. You figure it.
I wasn't even born then.
No, you weren't even thought of.
No, I wasn't.
I'll be 78 in 2 weeks.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Happy birthday in case
How do I
don't
look
see
for
you.
77?
You look great. Yeah, you're doing great. Oh. Time flies, doesn't it, though?
You have my address in case you want to send me a card?
I will. Yeah, I do.
I think I'm in the book.
Okay. If not, I'll bring it to you, okay?
Yeah, okay. No gifts, though. I'd rather you didn't.
If I make a donation, you want to give it to like a charity or something?
I'll take cash.
I bet you will. You're starting to sound like the NCC now.
Yeah. So what do we got over here? Who's starting?
Oh.
I
looks
see Molly
like Morgan is in there.
I see Ella Wilson.
Depew.
I see Depew. See Ashley. I see Ray Rogers. I see Lotz.
You like this lineup? You know,
we'll see.
They seem to be very happy. You know, but we are waiting again. Boy, I tell you, a lot of delays here, just trying to get lineup set or something. But I'll remind you again that tonight's match being brought to you by Christy Crott at Century 21 Bradley Realty. For more information, give her a call at 260-466-7402 or go to thecroftteam.com. We'll have more on them and Midwest IT Support, 2 new sponsors, along with Dargy Repair Service joining us this season. And that is what we're doing right now. You see the official trying to put things together here on both sides. Why is this always a detail that seems to take so long?
You would think by the time you get to the 4th set, you would know it'd be a lot smoother.
Why isn't it? Do you have this many delays?
You have to talk to the guy down there with the whistle around his neck.
He hasn't figured it out yet, I guess.
I'm not that smart. How many times have I told you?
I'm
just a dumb sports writer.
Next time, I want you to ask him. Make him part of the story. Why are you taking so long? Winchester in the near court will now serve to the Red Devils here in the 4th set. 2-1 Richmond. Rogers.
Nice kill.
Back to the other way for Gina Moore, but Red Devils unable to capitalize as well. And I think that's going to be a violation. It is on Winchester. So Richmond gets on top 1-0. Hey, look at the good news.
I'm tired and I haven't even played.
The good news is Richmond, for the third of the 4 sets, have jumped out in front. They did not in the 3rd set, ended up losing set 3.
Oh.
There's that middle now. That's things starting to widen open up a little bit more. So tied at one side out Falcons. That'll bring up Morgan Williams. Here's Clark. Nice return there for the Falcons, and Richmond in the attack by Lotz in the middle. And I think that may have been a net violation, and it is. See who that was in the middle, number 4. That's Cammie Miller.
Winchester's point, isn't it?
Well, the Red Devils were celebrating because I thought that was on Miller.
No, it is. Okay.
Yeah. So Clark is out, and Weber back in. So there is now another delay. I don't know if Jessica Juergens said something to the official, just trying to figure out this whole rotation thing again, and then had her captain Hendrickson come over and say something as well. Good serve, and the point Richmond. 3-1. Red Devils play that one at the net. Middle back there for the Red Devils once again is Weber. Falcons try to sneak that one across. Red Devils read it well, and then Lotz gets the point. Winchester's back line rotation didn't get over in that corner, and the Red Devils made him pay for it. There's no doubt in my mind that for Winchester, I think they're going to be competitive. I don't think they can beat the team like Hagerstown. But they're going to beat a lot of other teams. That one is deep because they're just a team that has no quit in them.
Yeah, the thing of it is you can't underestimate them.
Right.
Because if you do,
you'll
look
lose.
what's happening tonight.
Yeah, you think you got an easy win, think again. They've got enough talent on their team. They're going to cause some issues in the TEC. The Red Devils the outside, and boy, that was a great kill by Depew. 6-1 Richmond. Now here is what you were talking about earlier. You really want to see them kind of step on their throat here.
Yeah.
Get yourself about a 12, 13-1 lead and just try to put them away early. Don't give Winchester a chance to make a comeback like they have all night tonight. That was a back set right to Miller. Red Devils return the favor, identical number 4, and the Red Devils get the point. Molly Morkin.
Yep.
7-1 timeout by Jessica Juergens and the Falcons. We will take a timeout as well on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Red Devils lead at 7-1.
At First Bank Richmond, we provide you with an excellent banking experience. Whether it's personal checking, savings, mortgage loans, consumer loans, retail lending, or trust and investments, you can count on First Bank Richmond. First Bank Richmond has been serving the Richmond area since 1887. For more information, give them a call at 962-2581 or go to their website at firstbankrichmond.com.
Well, this is right now by far the best start we have seen for Richmond in a set. Early on, 7-1 lead.
Well,
crisp hitting.
Now's the time you want to have it when you're up 2-1. You don't want to see Winchester come back and tie two sets each.
Oh no. Don't want that thing to go in a deciding fifth at all, because then you never know what's going to happen. Falcons to the outside get the point. Look like Campbell. Or was that number 1? That may have been number 1, Gina Moore there on the point. 7-2 your score. Red Devils trying to even their record at 1-1. Winchester trying to come back. They have yet to get a win this year. Only one match so far, losing to a very good Cowan team in their first matchup of the year. And we're going to go back to the table again. They have had more meetings at the table than they have at the United Nations. We just keep going back over there again and again and again. And you talk about, if I'm the Red Devils, I hate this because I've got momentum going my way, though the Falcons picked up that point. But I want to keep this thing rolling. I don't want to see us sitting around waiting to
You know, if they were going to have just delays and talk to the scores bench, why didn't they get those scores straight in those couple of times?
That's a really good point. That'll be in your story as a side note.
Yeah, well, the later it gets, the fewer side notes I'm going to have.
Well, I'm not sure, but if I'm a player and you just don't like delays, there's just way, way too much of it here tonight, and I'm not sure why the floor official feels the need to go back over there again. And, of course, we never get an explanation here, but now we're ready to go. Side out again for the Falcons. Red Devils with Depew. This time, Morgan. Well, that looked like a lift right there, and they don't call that one.
Molly was looking at the official.
That's going to be blocked out. Depew will get the point. But you're right. I think she was looking at the official because it looked like, to me, it was a lift.
Yeah.
And she's going to ask as well, wasn't that a lift? And the official said she hit it with the, I guess, palm of her hand, but didn't lift it. I don't think that was a good call, but Red Devils got the point anyway, and there is a service error by Jude. And when Jan Clark goes to practice next time, he's going to tell these young ladies to work on that.
I might.
All you got to do is clear the net, Jan. That's it.
I know. It looks easy, doesn't it?
Yeah. Red Devils. The block with the point. And Richmond able to get it back with Wilson. And it's now 9-3. Side out, Morgan. Richmond up by 6 at a 7-1 lead. And that's going to fall in for the point. No play there for the Falcons. That was number 2 at the net, Hendrickson. And now Richmond has a commanding 7-point lead. But as you know by now, nothing has been safe here tonight. That's going to be long as Lorelei Depew a little bit strong, 10-4. Side out Falcons. -6 here in the fourth set. Lorelei to the right side, not real strong on that hit. Morgan will keep it alive. To the outside, Rogers down the line. Falcons make their return. Morgan goes right back immediately. No setup there. Red Devils playing on the back line with Weber. Boy, that's a strong hit. You know, the two strongest hits we've seen tonight, Ashley Clark earlier, and that one right there by Depew.
Yep.
I was about ready to say, let's get Clark back in there. Let's put this thing away.
Good call.
Thank you. All those years of coaching did me well, didn't they? Here's Depew. There's one thing, oh, man. Hey, if there's one thing I could do in coaching, I could make subs. Knew how to. Hey, get up off the bench and go. 11-5 now. Now, I know we're in double digits. I've lost track now of service errors. How many do we have? We had 11, 12?
Well, I don't know. We had 7 in that one set. I haven't kept track. I thought you were doing that.
I was, but I lost track myself. There's an attack error in the middle by Rogers. Now, here we go again. We're starting to see it slide away.
Let's keep track of the score real close here to make sure we have it accurate.
Yeah, this is going to be an issue. Jude in the middle. Here's Rogers. Falcons play that one into the net.
They weren't sure who was going to hit that one.
Nope. Miller tried in desperation there to get it across, but could not do so. Lotz is back in. She'll be joined in that front line by Clark.
Kennedy's going to serve. McKee.
Yeah, McKee has got some playing time here tonight. Let's see what zone they'll look to attack here with a 6-point lead.
Nice serve.
Yep. Well, they went back to that left side, That is where Morgan Williams is at. So they may feel that Williams is vulnerable. See if they'll try that again. Generally what you see a server do, they'll go back there until they find a way to make it go away. But this time,
another serve.
Yeah, that was a great serve by McKee, and the Red Devils lead it by 8. Now McKee, the last time, she kind of slid over to her right.
She moves around. Notice her on the back row. She'll go back and forth.
Yeah, more in the middle this time, but takes a couple of steps to her right. A little knuckleball serve that time. Good save by Rogers. There's Clark to keep it alive. Middle set. Morgan for the Red Devils.
Come on.
Here's Clark down the line. Good dig by Hendrickson. Richmond trying to go up by 9. And there's a point. That's Morgan Williams there for the Falcons. Good volley each way. 14-7.
I think we're going to have some impressive individual stats when this is over. I mean, Lorelei's had a great night at the net.
Yep.
And others have too.
Yeah, we can go down the line. Everybody has played at some point well, not consistently, those which the Red Devils are looking for. That would
have been out, I think.
Yeah.
But we'll take it.
We will. 15-7. But I think what you said earlier, I think everybody's just looking for consistency, not so much of the up and down that we see. Side out, Udy. Good serve back in the middle. And that's going to go against the Falcons. They called out a number. I didn't see which one it was who committed the violation.
Well, I'm not sure what the violation was.
I'm not either. I'm pretty sure that the head linesman made that call, not the floor judge. Lots at the net. That's going to be a net violation called against the Falcons, so they really shot themselves in the foot that time, and now they find themselves down by 10. Falcons to the outside. Red Devils misplayed in the middle. Nobody there, but Morgan recovers, and Lotz makes them pay.
Now, there's a young sophomore that could be pretty good.
Yeah, she's a heck of a basketball player, too, physically.
Is she?
Yeah. I mean, she gets in and mixes it up. Too bad she went a little taller. 11-point lead here for Richmond.
Soft middle.
Yep. And Winchester able to find it once again. Little slide there by Cammie Miller, using that right hand to find the opening. Morgan Williams will now serve for the Falcons. Match is going on near 2 hours. It'll be 2 hours and about another 15 minutes.
9 o'clock.
It is. Oh, my. Somebody in the back row didn't know where that ball was going. It was Nunez who misplayed it.
That's where you got to talk.
Yeah.
You got to talk.
Well, I almost thought she looked down first, was looking around to see if somebody else was coming, and then was unable to recover.
Tristan Neely's in to serve.
So Neely in, a junior, wearing number 3 now. And the Red Devils at an 11-point lead. This is the biggest lead they've had this late in any one set so far here tonight. Good block, Morgan. And there's that 20. So now the Falcons are going to get a timeout. We're going to keep it here for this timeout and remind you tonight's matchup is brought to you by Jason Wise of Better Homes and Gardens First Realty Group. He has an idea for an alternative fundraiser for your school group or nonprofit. If you list, buy, or refer a customer and mention this promotion, he'll donate 10% of what he makes on the transaction to the school group or nonprofit of your choice in your name. Tell your friends, family, and colleagues to mention this offer when listing with Jason Wise at Better Homes and Gardens First Realty Group. Give him a call at 969-3400. Yeah, you see the score right there in the fourth set, where the Falcons have been held now under double digits. And Richmond now only 5 away from putting this one in the books. And mentioned a little bit ago, Tristan Neely, a junior, now will serve for Richmond, her first action here tonight. See if the Falcons can get the momentum back where Richmond is really taking it away from them. Middle attack, Richmond able to cover that middle as well. There's Lotz again. Lotz, couple of big points here in the fourth set. And now Richmond just 4 away from winning this one tonight here, 3-1. Well, the ball kept alive by Lorelei Depew. Richmond to the outside. Depew tried to push it down the line. Good save there for the Falcons. No, they cannot afford to give up any more here in this set. Lots able to keep it alive as well for Richmond to the outside. Falcons, soft touch down the line. They get the point as Lots ain't able to come up with it. And it's now 21-9. Always try to look at that board that the coaches are holding to see where they're going to try to attack. It's always a zone area. They went middle back. Speaking of the Falcons, back set to the right. Richmond will play it. Good push by Morgan and gets the point. That one caught a piece of the top of the net. Kind of changed the momentum and the flight of the ball.
Well, I think this one's about over.
Yeah, it is now Richmond's to win right here.
Maybe Winchester kind of ran out of gas. Do you think so?
Yeah, a lot of times you win that third set. You did so much to come back in it that you end up, again, just not doing what you need to do.
That's an example right there. They just were a step short.
And remember, as we said, now they've got 3 seniors, but they're a team full of sophomores and freshmen. There are no juniors on their roster. So they're relatively young.
Yeah.
2 away now for the Red Devils. Now we're to match point. And a good way to finish it off for the Red Devils right here. And hold the Falcons to just 9 in this set, but not until they get a timeout. Tonight's game is brought to you by Dargy Repair Service, family owned and operated. They work on every kind of vehicle, and they specialize in imports. They'll do all types of repairs. Services are big and small. They have regular service to major repairs, and they will repair what other repair shops don't do. Certified Technic Professional Auto Service, Dargy Repair and Service, 1700 Northwest 11th. Give them a call at 935-2241. Jan Clark is going to be heading downstairs, getting his notes and story ready for tomorrow. 24-9. And again, this is match point here for Richmond. And we have another delay as the floor official now talking to the head linesman. Gee, this is unusual that we've had any delays in this one here tonight. And he's taking his time, by the way, making his way back to the other side. He is in no hurry, Jan Clark. Look at him. Maybe by the month. And he is saying something to Jessica Juergens. And I don't know if it has to do with the substitutions or I'm not sure why that just ended. Now, this has been a bizarre, but they just said the match is over. So somebody missed a point, and I don't know how that could happen. We've had 3 sets tonight where the score has been a little bit off. But they're going to say that the Red Devils win that final point somewhere in there. It is actually a 25-9 final in that final set. So the Red Devils win at 3-1. The Red Devils now 1-1 on the season. Winchester will fall to 0-2. Red Devils play at the Kokomo Invitational coming up on Saturday, and then back here against Delta on Monday. On the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, Richmond 3, Winchester 1. Thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time on your sports leader, Radio Troy Digital Sports.